Cowboys Nation, the Dallas Cowboys are constantly searching for ways to improve, adjust, and evolve. This organization knows that to get better results on Sundays, the work never stops, especially when adversity hits. Injuries, tough decisions, and internal challenges are all part of the journey, and right now, the Cowboys are right in the middle of it. Before we dive into today's exclusive story, do me a favor, hit that like button right now. It helps the channel, it helps the video reach more Cowboys fans, and it shows support for daily Dallas Cowboys coverage. Now buckle up, because this one has layers, and it could shape the final stretch of the season. When the 2025 season began, the plan was clear. The Dallas Cowboys envisioned one of the most dangerous secondaries in the NFL, led by Trevon Diggs on one side and DaRon Bland on the other. Two elite ball hawks, two difference makers, two players capable of flipping games with a single play. But, as we all know by now, things haven't gone according to plan. Trevon Diggs has appeared in just 6 games this season. Despite repeatedly saying he feels healthy, he has remained sidelined, and that alone has raised eyebrows across Cowboys Nation and reportedly within the organization itself. Meanwhile, DaRon Bland tried to hold the unit together, and for most of the season, he did just that. Until now. DaRon Bland's 2025 season is officially over. The Cowboys confirmed that Bland suffered a foot injury that will require surgery, effectively shutting him down for the remainder of the year. It's a brutal blow, not just because Bland has been productive, but because he has been reliable. Bland suited up for 12 games, battling through pain and consistently competing at a high level. Losing him at this stage of the season is massive, and it immediately leads to the question every Cowboys fan is asking. Does this injury force the Cowboys to finally play Trevon Diggs? On Friday, head coach Brian Schottenheimer was asked directly whether the Bland injury changes anything regarding Diggs' status. His answer? Firm, consistent, and telling. Schottenheimer made it clear that his stance on Diggs has not changed. According to the head coach, Diggs still needs to earn his way back onto the field, and that starts in practice. Schottenheimer said Diggs has had a good first couple of days and praised his effort this week, but emphasized that availability on game day depends on consistent preparation and doing things the right way. In short, the door isn't closed, but it isn't wide open either. Let's rewind for a second. Trevon Diggs burst onto the scene in 2021, hauling in an incredible 11 interceptions and instantly becoming one of the most feared ball hawks in football. Quarterbacks avoided him, receivers struggled against him. He was a star. But over the past couple of seasons, injuries have piled up, availability has become an issue, and behind the scenes, tensions have reportedly grown. Diggs chose to rehab away from the team facility, a decision that did not sit well with Jerry Jones or the front office. That alone created friction. And during the season, it became increasingly clear that Diggs may not be an ideal schematic fit under defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. All signs point to a likely split this offseason. Which brings us to the uncomfortable truth. These final 3 weeks might be Diggs' last chance to suit up as a Dallas Cowboy. With Bland out, the Cowboys are thin at corner. The logical move would be to plug Diggs back into the lineup. Talent-wise, he's still one of the best on the roster. But this isn't just about talent. This is about trust, fit, accountability, and culture. Do the Cowboys play Diggs knowing he might not be part of the long-term plan? Or do they stay the course and continue developing younger options, even if it means taking lumps in the short term? That's the tightrope Schottenheimer and the coaching staff are walking right now. While the secondary faces uncertainty, there is some positive news elsewhere. During the Week 15 loss to the Minnesota Vikings, Quinnen Williams and Hunter Luepke both suffered concussions. Naturally, their availability for Week 16 was in question. On Friday, Schottenheimer provided an encouraging update, saying both players are tracking positively for Sunday. That's huge, especially for Quinnen Williams. Since being acquired in a trade with the New York Jets during the bye week, Quinnen has been nothing short of dominant. In just 5 games, he's recorded 16 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and leads the entire NFL with a 20.3% pass rush win rate. his presence has completely changed the interior of the Dallas Cowboys defensive line. Hunter Luepke might not grab headlines, but his importance shouldn't be overlooked. He's played fullback, tight end, and has been a staple on special teams. This season, he has 77 receiving yards, 29 rushing yards, and brings a level of physicality that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. His concussion occurred while making a tackle on special teams, a reminder of just how valuable his versatility is to this roster. Another name Cowboys fans have been watching closely is CeeDee Lamb. Lamb has missed practice time recently due to illness, but Schottenheimer confirmed that he's been present for meetings and walkthroughs and should get some on-field work done Friday. All signs point to Lamb being ready for Week 16 against the Los Angeles Chargers. Despite missing 3 games earlier this season with a high ankle sprain, Lamb has still put together an impressive year. 63 receptions, 976 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's just 24 yards away from his 5th consecutive 1,000-yard season, an incredible level of consistency. Lamb has formed a strong connection with George Pickens, who has been sensational this year. Pickens leads the team with 81 receptions, 1,212 yards, and 8 touchdowns, giving Dallas a true W1, W2 combo that defenses struggle to contain. If Lamb is healthy and Pickens keeps rolling, the Cowboys' offense remains dangerous, even with questions on defense. So, Cowboys Nation, here's where things stand. Deron Bland's injury changes everything in the secondary. Trevon Diggs is standing at a crossroads, potentially fighting for snaps, pride, and maybe his future in Dallas. The coaching staff is holding firm on accountability, even when the depth chart gets thin. At the same time, the Cowboys are getting healthier in key areas. Quinnen Williams is trending up, Lamb is expected back, and the offense still has the firepower to compete. The big question now is simple, but massive. Do the Cowboys turn back to Trevon Diggs, or do they stay the course? For years, decades really, there has been one constant conversation around the Dallas Cowboys. Should Jerry Jones step down as general manager? Jerry has heard the criticism, he knows the frustration, and yet at 83 years old, he's making one thing very clear. He has no intention of giving up control of football operations. With the Cowboys on the verge of missing the playoffs for the 2nd straight season, that debate has only grown louder. This franchise has not advanced past the divisional round since 1995, the last time Dallas lifted the Lombardi Trophy. For a team with this brand, this fan base, and this expectation, that's simply not good enough.
Entering a tough home matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers, the Cowboys sit at 6-7-1. Another disappointing season, another year of questions, and once again, many of those questions are pointed directly at Jerry Jones. On Friday, Jerry Jones addressed his future during an appearance on 105.3 The Fan, and his comments were very telling. Jones doubled down on his long-held belief in what he calls continuity. He firmly believes that stability, not constant change, gives teams the best chance to succeed. According to Jerry, when a new general manager comes in, the instinct is often to blow everything up. When you get a new general manager, he's always thinking about let's get a new coach, or let's get a new quarterback, or let's get a new tackle, Jones said. Anytime you can create continuity, anytime that you start mitigating continuity, you're going to pay a price. From Jerry's perspective, keeping control allows the Cowboys to avoid unnecessary resets and maintain a long-term vision. That's his argument. But Cowboys Nation, let's be honest, there's another way to look at this. Continuity sounds great when it works. The problem is it hasn't worked, not for nearly 30 years. The Cowboys have cycled through coaches, coordinators, and rosters, yet one thing has remained the same: Jerry Jones as the final decision maker, and many fans believe that's exactly where the problem starts. This season has only fueled that belief. Dallas currently owns one of the worst defenses in the NFL, allowing 30.0 points per game, which ranks 31st in the league. That's not a small issue, that's a catastrophic one, and roster construction falls squarely under the responsibility of the general manager. Then there's the move that still shocks Cowboys fans to this day. Before the season even started, Jerry Jones made the highly controversial decision to trade Micah Parsons, a generational pass rusher, to the Green Bay Packers. Yes, the Cowboys received multiple first-round picks in return. On paper, it looked like a massive haul, but on the field, it's been a disaster. Parsons is thriving in Green Bay. Meanwhile, the Cowboys' defense has collapsed. Jones later used one of those first-round picks to acquire Quinnen Williams from the New York Jets at the trade deadline. Williams has been solid, even impactful at times, but let's be clear, he is not Micah Parsons, and no single player could replace what Micah brought emotionally, physically, and symbolically to this team. That trade became a turning point for many Cowboys fans. It wasn't just about losing a star, it was about losing trust. More and more Cowboys fans feel that Jerry Jones, the owner, is getting in the way of Jerry Jones, the football executive. In any other organization, a general manager with this track record, 0 conference championship appearances in nearly 3 decades, would likely be gone. But Jerry answers to no one but himself. And while that autonomy built the Cowboys into a global brand, many believe it's now holding the franchise back competitively. The frustration isn't just about wins and losses, it's about direction, accountability, and the sense that the same mistakes keep happening over and over. Still, if you listen closely to Jerry Jones, you understand why he won't let go. This team is his life's work. He built it, he branded it, he turned it into the most valuable franchise in sports. And in his mind, continuity equals control, and control equals identity. From Jerry's perspective, stepping aside would mean admitting that his way no longer works, and that's not something he seems willing to do. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Cowboys should play Trayvon Diggs with Deron Bland out? Or is it time to move forward and focus on the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. And if you enjoyed this exclusive Cowboys breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. This is Cowboys football. High stakes, tough decisions, and a lot more to come. See you in the next one, and as always, go Cowboys.